Good morning, Principal Leung, teachers, boys and girls. Welcome to the first episode of Classic Storytelling. I'm your host, Miss Chen. Today, I'm going to share a famous story with a wonderful message with you. Let's take a look at the PowerPoint. Classic Storytelling, Episode 1. The story I am telling you today is The Happy Prince. It was written by Oscar Wilde. Oscar Wilde was a world-famous writer from Dublin. He wrote stories for both adults and children. Although he died over 100 years ago, his stories remain popular till this day. Now, this is the picture of Oscar Wilde when he was young. The main character of the story, the Happy Prince, is the Happy Prince. However, he is not like other princes. He is not a little boy who can walk around. He is a statue. If you don't know what a statue is, here are some pictures of statues. Let's begin our story now.
The Happy Prince. Once there was a statue of a prince. It was a statue with a ruby in his sword. It was a statue with emerald eyes. It was a statue with golden clothes. One day, on the way south, a swallow stopped by the statue. He was tired and sleepy. So he spent one night on the statue. The next morning, the swallow saw something strange. The prince was crying.
What's the matter with you?
The prince said,
I see a little boy sick in bed. He has no mommy. He has no food. Can you take my ruby to the boy, please?
The swallow felt sorry and he said,
I will.
The swallow took the ruby. He flew to the boy, and he dropped it on the boy's bed. The swallow felt great, and he said,
Get well soon.
The next morning, the prince said,
I see a young man crying on a bench. He wants to be a painter. However, he has no money to buy the paint. Can you take my eye to the young man, please?
The swallow had to leave soon, but he said,
I will go.
He took the emerald. He flew to the young man, and he left it by the young man on the bench. The swallow felt great, and he said,
Be a great painter.
The next day, the prince said,
I see a little girl selling matches in the street. However, she has no coat or shoes. She has no one to take care of her. Can you take my other eye to the girl?
It was getting cold. The swallow was late to leave, but he said,
I will.
The swallow took the emerald. He flew to the match girl, and he left the emerald in the girl's basket. The swallow saw the girl smiling, and he said,
I am so happy.
The prince had no eyes anymore. The swallow felt sorry for the prince. So he said,
I can't leave you. I'll stay here with you.
From that day on, the swallow became the eyes for the prince. Every morning, the swallow looked over the town. When he saw someone who needed help, he told the prince. He took part of the gold from the prince, and he gave it to those who were in need. A cold, cold winter came. Now the prince had nothing to share, and the swallow died in peace underneath the prince. The people in town buried the swallow, broke up the statue, and put the statue into the fire. The prince and the swallow passed away. However, their beautiful hearts got together in heaven, and they lived happily ever after.
Well, boys and girls, did you enjoy the story? I think it is a wonderful story. In The Happy Prince demonstrates a very important LTMPS quality. Do you know which one I'm talking about? I'll give you 10 seconds to choose. You're right, love. We should follow the example of God. Love, help, and share with others. In the story, the happy prince keeps giving and helping until he has no more to give and dies, while he shows love to the world. Is it enough to have just one person sharing and helping? Definitely not, because there are so many people who need our help and love in the world. Starting from today, let's all learn to love and lend a helping hand. And here is a song for all of you.
Look around and see the world. There's a boy who seems very sick. There's a man who seems very sad. There's a girl who seems very cold. See the people who need your help. See the people and give your hands. This way and that way you can do. Helping is a great thing to do.
Well, boys and girls, this is the end of the first episode of Classic Storytelling. I hope you all enjoyed the show. There will be 3 more episodes in future. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.